Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. When a woman develops feelings for you, she doesn't always come out and say it straight up. Nah, she's not going to walk in one day and announce, hey, falling for you. That's not how it works. Women are emotional beings. They express love through action, tone, and those little words that slip out before they even realize it. When a woman starts caring about your day, that's when you know something is changing inside her heart. It's not just small talk. It's not politeness. It's an emotional signal. When she asks, how was your day? She's not looking for a simple good or fine. She's looking for connection. She wants to know what made you smile, what frustrated you, what challenged you, and how you felt through it all. That question is her way of stepping into your world, because a woman who cares wants to be a part of the rhythm of your life. She's paying attention to how you move through your days. That's love in its early language, quiet, soft, and full of intention. Men often miss this moment because they think it's routine conversation. But if you pay attention, you'll see the difference. When she asks about your day, it's not like how your coworker asks it. Her voice sounds different. There's warmth behind her words, patience in her tone, curiosity in her eyes. She's not trying to pass time. She's trying to make time with you. That question is her way of checking the emotional temperature between you two. She wants to know how close she can get, how safe she can feel, how much of you are willing to share. Women show interest in your world when they start liking you because they want to understand you deeply. They're natural nurturers. When they start to care, they want to make sure you're okay mentally, emotionally, spiritually. When she asks how your day was, she's really asking, are you happy? Are you at peace? Is there something I can do to make your world a little easier? She's listening for clues about what you need, maybe support, maybe encouragement, maybe just someone to listen. That's not weakness. That's emotional intelligence. That's how women connect. Now, here's the thing. When a woman asks that question, she remembers your answers. If you say work's been stressing you out, she'll check in the next day. If you say you've got a big meeting coming up, she'll wish you luck or pray for you quietly. That's her way of saying, I'm in this with you. And when a woman starts doing that, it means you've touched something in her, something real. Because women don't give their attention lightly. They've been through enough to know who's worth caring about. When she invests that kind of emotional energy into your daily life, she's choosing you even if she hasn't said it yet. Understand this. Women don't just want to know what happened in your day. They want to feel what you felt. They want to share in the joy when things go right, and they want to help carry the weight when things go wrong. When she listens, really listens, she's saying, you matter to me. That's not just interest, that's affection. That's her way of building intimacy one conversation at a time. So when a woman starts caring about your day, don't brush it off. Don't give her one-word answers or half-hearted replies. Talk to her. Let her in. Because when she asks, how was your day? She's giving you an opening, not just to talk, but to connect. That's how emotional bonds are built. And when a woman reaches that stage, she's not just showing interest, she's showing heart. Her curiosity about your life isn't small talk, it's connection talk. When a woman starts asking questions about you, about what you love, what drives you, what you've been through, it's because she's beginning to feel something real. That curiosity is a form of care. She's not just trying to make conversation, she's trying to understand your soul. A woman's curiosity isn't surface level, it's deep, intentional, and emotional. She wants to know what makes you you. When she starts to develop feelings, she begins to look beyond what you show the world. She wants to know the story behind your smile, the reason behind your silence, and the purpose behind your dreams. Most men take this lightly, thinking she's just being friendly. But there's a difference between a woman asking questions out of politeness and a woman asking questions out of affection. When she cares, she listens differently. She'll remember the things you say, and later she'll bring them up again. You might tell her once that you love basketball, and weeks later she'll ask how your team did. That's not coincidence. That's emotional attentiveness. It means she's keeping you in her thoughts even when you're not around. That's what it looks like when a woman is emotionally invested. Her curiosity is her way of drawing closer. She's not interrogating, she's connecting. Every question is a bridge she's building toward understanding you better. She wants to know how you were raised, what lessons life has taught you, and how you see the world. Because to her, love isn't just about attraction, it's about comprehension. She wants to be in sync with your rhythm, to know what hurts you, what heals you, and what makes you come alive. When she asks those deep questions, she's not prying, she's trying to learn the emotional language that will help her love you better. A woman's curiosity often reveals her emotional maturity. She's not chasing you, she's studying you. She wants to know if her heart will be safe with yours. So when she asks about your goals or your family, she's quietly asking, can I see a future here? When she listens to your opinions and values, she's wondering, worlds align. That's how women think. Love for them is an emotional equation that starts with understanding. And here's the beauty of it: when a woman begins to care, her curiosity becomes gentle. It's not invasive, it's nurturing. She doesn't demand answers. She earns them through patience. She creates a space where you can open up without fear of judgment. That's why when she asks, "What do you like to do when you're stressed?" or "What's your dream in life?" it feels different. There's softness in her tone, sincerity in her eyes. That's not a casual question. That's her way of saying, "I want to be part of your peace, not your chaos." Men often underestimate how powerful that kind of curiosity is. When a woman takes time to understand your world, it's because she's starting to imagine herself in it. She's no longer seeing you as someone she talks to. She's seeing you as someone she could build with. Her curiosity is the first language of love. It's quiet, consistent, and meaningful. So when she starts asking about your life, your dreams, and your heart, understand this: she's not just talking. She's feeling. She starts saying, "What?" instead of "I." And that's one of the biggest signs a woman has developed feelings for you. It might seem small, just a word, but it's a powerful one. When a woman shifts from "I" to "we," she's no longer thinking of herself as an individual. She's thinking of you as part of her world. That simple word carries deep emotion, because it means she's already picturing a future that includes you. We should go there, or we need to try this. We could make that happen. Every time she says "we," she's building emotional partnership without even realizing it. That's how women love, quietly, gradually, but intentionally. When a woman starts using "we," she's showing comfort and connection. It's her way of saying, "I feel safe enough with you to imagine us together." It's not just about the words, it's about the mindset. She's no longer thinking in terms of me and you. She's thinking in terms of us. That's when you know her feelings are no longer casual. She's emotionally investing in something deeper. The "we" becomes her natural way of expressing belonging. It's not about possession. It's about inclusion. She's saying, "You're part of my plans, part of my thoughts, part of my life." You can always tell when a woman's emotions have evolved because her language changes. Her sentences start reflecting connection. When she says, "We should save up for that," or "we'd look good doing that together," she's subtly revealing that she sees you as more than temporary. She's not testing words, she's expressing vision. Love for a woman begins in her thoughts. She starts imagining little moments, cooking together, traveling together, making memories, and those thoughts shape how she speaks. That's where it comes from, her mind aligning her feelings with her future. Men often miss this because they think it's just habit. But when a woman says "we," she's letting you into her emotional circle. She's telling you she's ready to connect beyond the surface. She's ready to plan with you, to grow with you, to share space with you. That's not a small thing. It takes trust for a woman to use that word sincerely. Trust that you're someone she can count on, someone who won't take her heart lightly. She's not just saying "wit" because it sounds nice. She's saying it because it feels right. And the truth is, once a woman starts saying "we," her heart has already chosen you. Even if she hasn't said "I love you" yet, those three letters carry the same meaning. Because women don't dream with just anyone. They dream with the one they see potential in. When she starts thinking and speaking like you're a team, she's emotionally committing in her own way. She's saying, "I'm ready to build something real." So when you hear that shift, listen closely. Well, isn't just a word, it's her heart opening the door to love. When she starts sharing personal stories, it means she trusts you with her emotions. That moment, when a woman begins to open up about her past, her struggles, her dreams, or her fears, is one of the clearest signs she's developing deep feelings for you. Women don't share their real stories with just anyone. They may laugh, chat, and hold casual conversations, but when she sits down and starts to tell you about her life, what hurt her, what healed her, what she's learned, that's a sacred exchange. She's not just talking, she's revealing pieces of her soul. That kind of openness doesn't come from comfort alone. It comes from trust. You have to understand something about women. Emotional security means everything. When she shares personal stories, it's her way of testing if she can be emotionally safe with you. She's watching how you react. If you listen without judging, if you respect her vulnerability, if you treat her past with care. Because once a woman begins to feel emotionally seen, that's when love starts to grow. When she says, I don't usually talk about this, what she's really saying is, but with you, I feel like I can. That's not casual, that's connection. Those stories she tells you are her emotional fingerprints. They hold her memories, her lessons, her heartbreaks, and her hopes. By sharing them, she's letting you into the private spaces of her heart. She's allowing you to understand her not just as the person she is now, but as the person she became through everything she's lived through. When a woman tells you what shaped her, it means she's inviting you to know her in full, not just the version she shows the world. She's saying, "This is me unfiltered, and I trust you enough to see it." When she starts talking about her family, her childhood, or the moments that changed her, that's when her feelings are growing stronger. She's not doing it for attention. She's doing it to connect. She wants you to know her story because she hopes you'll stay in it. A woman who shares her truth isn't trying to impress. She's trying to be understood. And when she sees that you listen with patience and compassion, her heart opens wider. That's how emotional intimacy begins, through shared honesty and gentle acceptance. Men often underestimate what it means when a woman shares her past. They think she's just talking, but in reality, she's letting her guard down. She's handing you emotional responsibility, the responsibility to protect what she's revealed. If you handle that moment with care, you become more than someone she likes, you become someone she trusts. And trust is the foundation of love. Once she starts sharing her personal story, she's already begun to build a bridge toward you. So when she opens up, don't interrupt, don't dismiss, just listen. Because when a woman shares her story, she's giving you her truth, and there's no greater sign of love than that. Her tone softens, and she starts to seek comfort in your presence. That's one of the most beautiful and subtle signs that a woman has developed real feelings for you. You'll notice it not just in her words, but in the way she speaks them. Her voice becomes gentler when she talks to you, her laughter comes easier, and her energy around you feels calm and open. That's not coincidence, that's emotion. When a woman begins to care, her whole demeanor changes. She doesn't need to act tough or guarded anymore. She lets her softness come through because she feels safe with you. A woman's softness is one of her most intimate expressions of love. When she feels she can relax and be herself around you, it means you've touched her heart in a way that makes her feel protected. You might notice she talks to you differently than she talks to others. Her tone carries warmth, patience, and a quiet affection that words alone can't express. It's in the way she says your name, how she laughs at your jokes, even when they're not that funny, or how she leans into the conversation when you speak. That shift in tone is emotional vulnerability disguised as comfort. It's her heart saying, I like the way I feel when I'm with you. And when a woman starts to feel emotionally comfortable around you, that's when love begins to take root. Seeking comfort in your presence doesn't always mean big gestures. Sometimes it's just her sitting close to you, reaching for your hand, or staying a little longer even when the conversation is over. It's her finding peace just by being near you. When a woman starts associating your presence with calmness and safety, it means her emotions have deepened. You've become more than a person she likes. You've become her emotional home. She doesn't have to pretend or perform. She can just exist. And that's a powerful sign of trust. Her softness doesn't mean weakness. It's actually strength in its purest form. Women only allow themselves to be soft when they feel secure. If she starts showing that side of herself, being more affectionate, more emotionally expressive, more tender, that's love manifesting quietly. It's her saying, I feel at ease here. And that's something no woman gives unless her feelings are real. She's not being nice, she's being genuine. Her guard is coming down, and she's allowing you to see the parts of her that the world rarely gets to. Men often don't realize how much courage it takes for a woman to let her tone soften. It means she's stopped trying to protect herself from being hurt. It means she believes that with you, she doesn't have to fight to be understood. When her voice becomes gentle and her presence feels peaceful, that's her way of saying she trusts you with her heart. So when you notice that change, treat it with care. Because when a woman softens for you, she's not just speaking with her words, she's speaking with her soul. She tests your consistency, not to play games, but to feel safe loving you. This is one of the most misunderstood things men face when dealing with a woman who's starting to develop feelings. When she begins to care, her heart automatically seeks reassurance. She's not testing you because she wants to control or confuse you. She's testing you because she's trying to protect herself. Every woman who has ever been hurt, disappointed, or taken for granted learns that consistency is the only way to tell if a man is serious. So when she starts asking certain questions, when she steps back a little to observe, or when she watches how you respond during small disagreements, she's really looking for one thing: stability. She wants to know if you are the same man on Monday that you were on Sunday. When a woman cares about you, her emotions start to grow faster than her logic can keep up. That's why she needs reassurance. She wants to see that your actions match your words. If you tell her she's important, she wants to see it in the way you treat her when life gets busy. If you say you'll call, she pays attention to whether you actually do. It's not about control, it's about comfort. She's building emotional trust step by step through your consistency. When you show up the same way every time, calm, honest, and dependable, that's when she starts to relax and open up even more. These tests are not challenges to make you fail. They're her way of making sure she can safely give you her heart. A woman who tests you in this way isn't trying to play hard to get. She's trying to make sure she's giving her love to someone who won't waste it. She's seen what inconsistency does to a heart. She's been through the confusion of mixed signals and empty promises, and she refuses to experience that again. So she'll watch how you react to frustration, how you handle temptation, and how you treat her when no one's watching, because that's when a man's true character reveals itself. Consistency is love's quiet language. It's not about grand gestures or fancy words. It's about showing up every single day in small, reliable ways. When she sees that you mean what you say, when she realizes she doesn't have to question your loyalty or intentions, her walls start to come down. That's when love becomes real. Because for a woman, consistency equals safety. And when she feels safe, she gives her best self, her affection, her time, her loyalty, and her softness. So when she tests your consistency, don't take it personally. Don't get frustrated or think she's playing mind games. Understand that she's measuring your sincerity. She's seeing if she can trust you with her emotions, her dreams, and her future. And when you prove that you're steady, not perfect, but genuine and dependable, you'll earn something rare and priceless, her full trust. And once a woman trusts you, that's when her love becomes unshakable.